He went for 35 against Bumrah. 35 against Bumrah. 29 off the stick. Oh, my God. Welcome back to The Great Cricketer, brought to you by ACCO, India's tech first insurance company. My name is Ian Higgins. Sam Perry will be back tomorrow. He'll be back tomorrow. Is Stuart Broad going to be back? 30. I mean, come on. What am I supposed to do with that? 35. The most ever. This game's been going for a bit, and that's the most ever. Brian Lara. George Bailey. Maharaj did some shit once. Jasprit Bumrah. India's captain. 35 off the over. Well, I was out last night. That's why I sound a little hoarse. What's a good horse? You sound like a horse, mate. What? My notifications are blowing up. He's gone for 24 off 3 legal deliveries. Can you try a slow ball? Can you try to pitch it up? Maybe a Yorker. Jasprit Bumrah, the most runs ever in a test match off 1 over. And that ball was like 3 overs old, wasn't it? Wasn't it the second new pill? 3 overs old. I'll try around the wicket. I'll try over the wicket. I'm trying bumpers. Off speed, into the deck. Doesn't matter. He's fucking Gordon Greenwich, this bloke. This bloke's fucking Gordon Greenwich. It's what Nas was saying on comms. Not quite like that. That's not verbatim, if I'm honest. First ball. Let's just get straight into it. You already know the scores. You haven't come here to know what the scores are. The first ball swung away between like fine leg and deep backward square. Crawley like runs after he's at fine leg. He sort of sprawls in the end, doesn't quite get to it. And it's a real precursor, isn't it? The guy's on the ground, pants slightly down. And you think, this is going bad here. The score's 375 for 9 at this point. Is that what happens at the beginning of that over? 375 for 9. The ball's 3 overs old. That first ball goes for 4. Swings it away. Then the second ball, 5 wides. It's a bumper. Goes way over Billings' head. 5 wides. 9 off 1 legal delivery. The next ball goes for 6 and it's a no ball. It's like back of a length, attempted pull shot, 6 over top of Billings. So that makes it 16 off 1 ball so far. The next ball's like a waist-high full tossed, and like Square Leg's having a look at it for another no, but Bumrah clubs that one down the ground over down to long on for 4. That's 20 off 2. The next ball's like a full ball, inside edge, unlucky, okay. At this point also, there's like 7 guys behind the wicket. They've basically got a backstop. They got like a fly slip, a deep backward square, a fine leg. They've also got a slip in. Just in case one ball doesn't go for 7. The next ball, Broad comes around the wicket now. And then Bumrah like slogs it to mid-wicket and he falls over. And now it's just fucking, this is catastrophe. Because what's the best thing about this is Bumrah and Siraj start fucking hugging each other in the middle of the wicket. Not even a hug, they're having a cuddle. They're having a cuddle in the middle of Edgbaston. Absolutely taken, and they're hosing themselves. Flushes to the pavilion. Kohli's fucking lost his shit. Dravid, never seen that happy since that Craig commercial. Unbelievable scenes. Broad round the wicket again, goes for 6. And this one is probably the only good shot in the entire over. Well, there was the wayside fully went down the long one. That was a decent shot. But like this one, this is the one that NASA's on commentary, and he's saying like, look like Gordon Greenwich. He like swings it over fine leg for a fucking 78 metre 6. Very specific. Then there's 1 ball left, and the over's already gone for 34, so they've already got the record. Then there's 1 ball left on the over, and Broad comes back over the wicket, and he executes like a perfect Yorker. But you think, well, that's well bowled. It couldn't get any worse from here. They steal a single, and then Broad takes out all 3 wickets. And now there's a great chance of a photo of Broad having conceded 35 off 1 over of Test match cricket, collecting the stumps, and it's like, fucking hell. I mean, this new era under England of McCullum, Key, I can't even involve Rob Key in this. Stokes. It's all happiness. It's all vibes. Fucking hell, they're making it tough work. This was catastrophe. I mean, poor old Stuart Broad. I mean, he got his 550th wicket, didn't he, in this innings? It's been a minute. He had to wait a long time to get 550, but he got it. Always be critical. I had to wait to my 550th Test match wicket. But, you know, some of you may recall Yuvraj Singh took him down once, 36 off the over, and now he's got this. I mean, you know, as an Australian just observing, I'm at the club last night. Notifications blowing up. Have you seen what's happened to Stuart? Have you seen what's happened to Stuart Broad? 35 against Bumrah. Guy can't even bat. Harsh. So at the beginning of the day, Jadeja, he completes his third Test match century. He got one against the West Indies, and he got ones against Sri Lanka, didn't he? Earlier in this year, back in March. I think it was a Reading killing. He got 175, didn't he? In March earlier this year. So that's his third Test ton, but first one away from India. And fucking hell, in England, probably the second hardest place to bat, or probably the hardest place to bat for an Asian team. I'd imagine go to England, just like such foreign conditions, unbelievable. I think he came in at 100 for 5, 90 for 5, or some shit. And then they end up getting 418, don't they? Into 416. And it's just fucking like some of the shots he played yesterday, like the on drives, saucy. For me, I'm an on drivesman. But there are lots of good shots. Shubman Gill plays a great front foot pull shot, and that looks good as well. But for me, I'm an on drivesman, and I've always said that. You guys have known that about me for a minute. I'm an on drivesman. Just going to keep saying that. And some of those on drives yesterday, early on in the innings, against a seaming ball. Oh, yes. It's a big old yes from me. Is it the best salad? Is it the best salad in world cricket? I think it might be. He takes the lid off when he gets the 100, crashes, was it Potts through point for 4 there to bring up his 100. He takes off the lid and it's just it's a bouffant. It's a bouffant. It's just, I think it's, I'm racking my brain here, guys, and I can't think of a better salad in world cricket. It's a great head of hair. And that's the main takeaway from Jadeja's wonderful innings and his third Test match century. Jimmy Anderson takes the last wicket and he finishes with a 5 for 60. So even though he's 75 years old, he's still England's best bowler. I mean, yeah, he's good. He's good, isn't he? 5 for 60 off 21.5. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now, we get to England's innings and like Alex Lees gets fucking rock and rolled from Bumrah. Hey, he's not the first and he won't be the last. I mean, but geez, he missed that by a long way, didn't he? Like Bumrah's come round the wicket and it's like Kumar Sangakkara's on comms and he's talking about how because the over was completed, then they checked the front foot, no ball, so he's going to bowl the last ball of the over again, and then he gets that wicket. Also, that happens to Ollie Pope as well, doesn't it, later on? Same scenario. But like Alex Lees has missed that by a fucking minute. And that, like, it's hard to describe like how fucking good these guys are at batting, and like these guys don't miss the ball by that much. He's missed that by a fucking mile. And yeah, it's round the wicket, it's at the stumps, it's angles, it's fucking Bumrah, it's good, yeah. But that's a fuck. Is it a seed? I mean, it decked a little bit. That's me on the couch having 75 beers last night with fucking Dorito crumbs all over me. Yeah, he's no good, this bloke. He's missed that ball. He was trying to hit it and he missed it. What a loser. Zach Crawley gets out also off Bumrah. Bumrah finishes day 3 for 35, doesn't he? Or something like that. So he's fucking on track for a fiver. But Zach Crawley nicks off and he's trying to drive Bumrah on the upper. Makes it 27 for 2. He's caught there by Sarah's ex at third slip. And the thing with Crawley, now you guys know Pez and I, big Crawley guys, you know, obviously friend of the show and a close personal friend. There's so many ways to get him out at the moment, and that's I think everyone gets it, right? Everyone sees Crawley and they're like, this guy's a good stick. This guy can play the fucking code. But at what cost? I think there's so many ways to get him out at the moment. Like it's fucking bold. It's caught behind the wicket. That's driving. I mean, it gets to 15 so easily. I don't even know what he got in this innings. If I had a scorecard in front of me, that'd be smart. What does he get here? He gets a beautifully compiled 9. But like don't you reckon, like, when you're watching him, you're like, it's just going to be 4 or out. That's what I feel like with Crawley. And, hey, look, fucking bums on seats. It's good for me. And that's all I care about. Ollie Pope, as I said earlier, nicks off also in similar fashion. I feel like Crawley's ball was like, he's trying to drive that on the up. It's a fucking hard skill to drive Bumrah. When he's coming wide of the crease as well, that angle in, it just decks it away enough. He's just good, isn't he? He's just good. But Ollie Pope's similar dismissal. Shreyas Iyer takes the catch there. I got to tell you, Shreyas Iyer in that floppy, I think he's looking fucking good. Juggles the catch. Everyone's laughing. Everyone's having a good time. It's a no ball thing again. Shreyas Iyer, so there's like 2.5 slip, 2.5 men. Then Joe Root gets out, and that's the big one, isn't it? Makes it 78 for 4. Joe Root tries to glide Siraj sort of over or sort of through the, third man region. Gets an under edge and gets caught by punt. And it's really weird for a guy in Joe Root's form, I feel like, to get to 30 and not turn that into 807. Like he's in such good touch for the last couple of years. And he had an issue for a while there, Joe Root, where he was only getting 50s. But I just feel like when he got to 30, it's like this guy's just in now. But he's not, and he's out. Punt's glasses, by the way, are the most like kick-ons sunnies I've ever seen. You walk into someone's apartment at 2:30 in the morning for kick-ons, and there's one guy sitting in the corner wearing those sunglasses. That's Richard Punt. He got 146 of 111 balls in the first inning. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Not going to listen to me, some YouTube coat. How are you, Ashwin? 83 for 5 was the score when Leach nicks off. Also to Mo Shami, the guy in the towel. Can we get Shami back in a towel? Fuck, that was good. Wrapped himself up in a towel. That was fucking good. So tomorrow, Bairstow and Stokes are going to pick up the innings. They are fucking miles behind in this game, England, aren't they? They're miles behind. I mean, the day's play was rain affected. Obviously, they were sort of on again, off again. But England, how many times can England go to the well of some fucking Bairstow and Stokes miracle shit? I mean, this is the difference, and this is like, hey, New Zealand, respect. But this is why, as an Australian, we're not allowed to rate you because you do dumb shit like lose 3-0 against this England team. Come on. India, they're playing fucking great cricket. Different to grade cricket. India aren't playing grade cricket. It's great cricket. And they look good, and it's just it's relentless. That's the thing with it. India's relentless. England are so far behind this game. But, hey, good luck to them. Good luck to them. That's my takeaway from this. Hashtag AskCGC brought to you by ATCO. Kshagra. Hashtag AskCGC. Here goes. Punt and Jadeja are all-rounders. Okay, thanks. Being a keeper and a bowler, respectively, they both have to perfect 2 of their skills. The fact that they are essentially our 2 best batters in these conditions with Rohit and Rahul injured is astonishing. My question is, just how smug are these coats in the sheds? Is Punt asking Coach or Pujara to give him a massage for carrying this team? A massage? Can I get a massage? Hey, Coach, can I get a massage? I mean, I can see Kohli as a masseuse. Pujara less so. To me, that's funny to see. If Rishabh Pant walks in the sheds and he says, hey, Pujara, can you give me a little rub? Give me a little rub on the shoulders there. Day 3. Hey, Pez is going to be back tomorrow. Wrapping up day 3 right here on YouTube. Thanks so much. Hey, click subscribe if you're new here. We'll see you, Coach, tomorrow. Cheers.